Romance. A romantic may refer to emotional attachment. Romance, love emphasizing emotion over libido. Romantic orientation, the sex agenda with which a person is most likely to have a romantic relationship or fall in love. Places: Romance, Arkansas, U.S. Romance, Missouri, U.S. Romance, West Virginia, U.S. Romance, Wisconsin, U.S. Art, entertainment, and media. Genres: Gaslight romance, another name for gaslamp fantasy, featuring fantasy set at a time of approximately 19th technology. Hellenistic romance, or ancient Greek romance, a modern term for the genre of the 5 surviving ancient Greek novels. Heroic romance genres: Chivalric romance, the genre of medieval and Renaissance narrative fiction. Planetary romance, the genre of science fiction consisting of adventure tales on exotic planets. Scientific romance, an archaic term for the genre of fiction now commonly known as science fiction. Romance, a type of ballad, a lyrical song. Romance, a metric pattern found in Spanish ballads. Romancero, the corpus of such Spanish ballads, or a collection of them. Romance film, the genre of film of which the central plot focuses on the romantic relationships of the protagonists. Romance novel, the genre of novel that focuses on romantic love. Romantic comedy film, a hybrid genre of films centered on a comic romantic relationship. Romanticism, or the Romantic period era, an artistic and intellectual movement in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, including Romantic music, the musical style used by Beethoven, Chopin, Brahms, Wagner and other late 18th and 19th century composers. Romantic poetry, the poetic style used by Schiller, Blake, Keats, Wordsworth and other late 18th and 19th century poets. Romanticism in science, a movement in science during the Romantic period. Russian romance, a Russian gypsy song, a type of sentimental art song with hints of gypsy influence that was developed in Imperial Russia. Scandinavian romancer, classical art songs, equivalent to the German Lied. Shakespeare's late romances, the later plays of Shakespeare that mix tragic and comedic elements. Films: Romance, silent film, directed by Chester Willie. Romance, starring Greta Garbo. Romance, a Bollywood film produced and directed by Ramanand Sagar. Romance, directed by Catherine Bryant. Romance, The Romantic, a 2009 animated film. The Romantics, a 2010 romantic comedy film. Literature: Romance, a 1905 novel by Joseph Conrad. Romance, an 1829 poem by Edgar Allan Poe. The Romantic, 2003 novel. Music: classical compositions. Romance, also known as Romance Anónimo, of Spanish instrumental guitar piece of anonymous origin. Romance in C major, Opus 48, for violin and orchestras and science. Romance, song by Debussy. Romance, the second movement of the Suite Lieutenant Gage by Sergei Prokofiev. Romantic, Anton Bruckner's Symphony No. 4. Romantic, Carlos Chavez's Symphony No. 4. Romantic, Howard Hanson's Symphony No. 2. Violin Romance No. 1 in G major, Opus 40, by Ludwig van Beethoven. Violin Romance No. 2 in F major, Op. 50, by Ludwig van Beethoven. Groups: The Romantics, an American rock and roll band from Detroit. Albums: Romance, album by Montserrat Caballé. Romance, 1991. Romance, 2006. Romance, 2006. Romance, 2004. Romance, Romances, 1997. Romances, 2004. Romantic, by the Human League. Songs: Romance, a pop waltz written by Gordon Lightfoot and released on his 1983 album Salute. Romance, a track on the album Light and Amp Shade by Mike Oldfield. Romance, a song by R.E.M. originally released on the soundtrack of the 1987 film Made in Heaven. Romance, a song from the musical The Desert Song. Romantic, by Karen White. Theatre Romance, a 2005 play by David Mamet. Other uses. Romance languages, a family of languages originating in southwestern Europe. Romance Standard Time, another name for Central European Time. Romance Studies.